The pressure is building, and now a potential successor is already being lined up. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. As uncertainty continues to swirl around Arne Slot's future at Liverpool, a new name has entered the frame, and it's one that could seriously shake things up at Anfield. Andoni Iraola has reportedly been identified as a leading candidate if Liverpool decide to make a managerial change this summer. The Spaniard, who is set to leave Bournemouth when his contract expires, has quietly built a reputation as one of the most impressive coaches in the Premier League, and his timing couldn't be more perfect. After guiding Bournemouth to a 9th place finish last season, matching their best ever Premier League campaign, Iraola has gone one better this year. With just 3 games remaining, the Cherries sit 6th, pushing for European football despite losing key players like Milos Kerkez, Dean Huijsen, Antoine Semenyo, Dango Ouattara, and Ilya Zabarnai. It's a remarkable achievement and one that hasn't gone unnoticed. Across the league, clubs are circling. Chelsea are already monitoring him. Manchester United could be in the market. Manchester City and Crystal Palace are also potential players. And now, Liverpool have emerged as a serious contender should they pull the trigger on Slot. What makes this even more intriguing is the connection behind the scenes. Richard Hughes, now Liverpool's sporting director, was the man who brought Iraola to Bournemouth in the first place. There's already a relationship there, already a level of trust. Iraola himself praised Hughes when he left for Anfield, highlighting just how influential he was in establishing his Premier League journey. That link could prove decisive. On the pitch, Iraola's style is clear, aggressive, high intensity, fast and direct. It's a philosophy that thrives even amid constant squad turnover, a trait Liverpool may find particularly appealing given their current transitional phase. In contrast, Slot has faced growing criticism this season, with questions being asked about consistency, identity and long-term direction. And while Slot remains under contract until 2027, the silence around a new deal is becoming louder by the week. There's also been a subtle but telling shift in the narrative. Journalists close to the club, including Paul Joyce, have begun adding caveats when discussing Slot's future. Phrases like, in the event of him staying, are starting to creep in, and that's never a good sign. For now, nothing is decided. Liverpool still have 3 crucial games left as they aim to secure Champions League football. A full review will follow once the season concludes, and only then will the club determine whether Slot remains the man to lead the next era. But here's the key detail. If Liverpool do hesitate, they may miss their window. Managers like Iraola and even names like Xabi Alonso won't wait around forever. And with Europe's elite clubs all searching for the next big managerial appointment, this could quickly turn into a race Liverpool can't afford to lose. In other news, uncertainty often defines the early stages of a transfer window, but every so often a situation emerges that feels too significant to ignore. The case of Marcos Senesi is rapidly becoming one of those stories. A high-level Premier League centre-back, entering his prime, suddenly available on a free transfer. That alone would be enough to spark widespread interest across Europe. The growing suggestion that Liverpool could be positioning themselves to capitalize on that opportunity has taken the narrative to another level entirely. Senesi's impending departure from AFC Bournemouth is no longer a quiet subplot. It's becoming one of the most intriguing contract situations heading into the summer. At 28, he offers a rare combination of top-flight experience, physical aggression, and composure in possession. These are traits that are not just desirable, but essential in modern defensive systems, particularly for clubs competing at the highest level domestically and in Europe. Naturally, that profile has attracted serious attention, with Tottenham Hotspur widely viewed as early frontrunners contingent on their own league status. However, the dynamic appears to be shifting. Respected transfer insider Matteo Moretto has introduced a fresh twist. describing Liverpool as an unexpected solution, a phrase that immediately reframes the situation. According to his latest information, there has been significant movement behind the scenes, with a lot of interest emerging from Anfield in recent days. Even more telling is the suggestion that fresh contact between the club and player could be imminent, signaling that this is far from speculative noise. What makes this development particularly compelling is how neatly Senesi fits into Liverpool's evolving defensive picture under Arne's slot. The club are entering a transitional phase at centre-back. Virgil van Dijk remains a dominant presence, but time is an unavoidable factor, with the Dutchman approaching the latter stages of his career. Alongside him, uncertainty continues to surround Iraola-Hughes and his contractual situation, while squad depth is far from guaranteed. There are also structural considerations. Joe Gomez could depart with just a year remaining on his deal, having struggled to secure a consistent starting role. Meanwhile, younger defensive options such as Jeremy Jacquet and Giovanni Leone are currently sidelined through long-term injuries, further exposing the need for reliable reinforcements. Against that backdrop, Senesi begins to look less like an opportunistic signing and more like a strategically sound one. He is naturally left-sided, a profile Liverpool have often prioritised in central defence. He is aggressive in duels, progressive with the ball at his feet, and tactically flexible, capable of operating in both a traditional back four and a three-man defensive system. That versatility could prove invaluable if Slot opts to evolve Liverpool's structure moving forward. Importantly, this interest in Senesi does not exist in isolation. Reports linking Liverpool with Jan-Paul van Hecke of Brighton and Hove Albion suggest a broader recruitment strategy is taking shape. The club appear to be actively assessing multiple profiles, weighing up cost-effective opportunities against long-term investments. In that context, a free transfer for a player of Senesi's caliber becomes incredibly appealing, particularly when financial flexibility is increasingly valuable in modern squad building. There is also the financial aspect of the deal itself. Senesi is reportedly seeking wages in the region of £70,000 per week, a figure that would place him among Liverpool's lower earners. For a player with proven Premier League quality, that represents relatively low risk, especially when compared to the escalating fees typically associated with top defenders. It's the kind of move that aligns with smart recruitment, high upside, controlled cost, and immediate impact potential. Liverpool are not alone in monitoring the situation. Interest from Chelsea, Manchester United, Aston Villa, and Everton underlines just how competitive this race could become. Yet previous suggestions that Anfield is the most likely destination only add weight to the idea that Liverpool may already be quietly advancing their position. Ultimately, this is a situation that feels poised to accelerate quickly. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.